today on the sweet corn with Len's Special Burley. Nice.
We've come to Lake Bonny to catch European carp. They're a major pest and are in plague proportions around here. In fact, it's hard to catch anything else. If you catch a carp, you must destroy it. It's an offence to return it to the water.
Yeah. Megan got one too.
Those pests, 2 down, 1 million to go.
So we've only been here 5 minutes and the fish are biting already. It's a beautiful day, light wind. The cloud cover should clear up later in the day. Here we go.
Awesome. That's the trouble with doing it next to each other, isn't it? Oh my God, I can't get that out.
Yeah, you swam over your line, so now we've got a bit of a mess.
Oh, we're next to each other, so it's a bad idea. Here we are.
I'll put some marshmallows for you.
How are you guys going over there?
You haven't got time to put the bells on or anything. Just into it. So they like marshmallows.
They like marshmallows?
Yeah, so here's some marshmallows.
You just put a little, roll it up in a bowl?
Yeah, and we, actually one I went to get had marshmallow on it, but it stripped it, so I didn't get it. But yeah, they do like it. They like anything. Even the white milk bottle lollies.
Well done. Good one, Martin.
Thanks.
Got the account opened. So many submerged things in the water. If you bring in your line without a fish on it, you're stuffed. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh, I got a fish on it.
Oh, nice one.
I didn't even feel that one, Martin.
Sometimes I just stop flapping around.
I reckon that one just stopped flapping. It just lay still.
I just give in.
And when I was bringing it in, I thought it was, nothing.
Today we're using sweet corn out of a can. It can get a bit soft and fall off. Fresh corn is much better. It's firm and stays on your hook longer.
Len reckons that they like marshmallows. They've got a sweet tooth. Let's see if he's right. Whacked a bit of marshmallow on. Hey, it came unstuck. Yay!
It was stuck again.
Yeah. It was stuck and the fish got it out for me because it was caught on a submerged limb.
It's a nice spot.
Hey? Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful spot, yeah.
And that wind's dropped down.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? See, they've been getting onto the worms. Honestly, I don't think it would matter what you put out there at the moment. I think they would take it. So yeah, they're just in that absolute frenzy at the moment.
I was doing my year ago, I got the corn and the worm on.
Yep.
We got one and we got tangled up, so then I didn't look at which one I went on.
Oh, really?
First double header.
Yeah, she got pulled in a double header not long ago.
I never got one of them before like that.
Geez, that would have been a bit heavy.
It was. I'm thinking I've got a heavy fish, I had 2 small ones. Yeah.
Lake Bonny is located at Barmera, around 2.5 hours from Adelaide. We fished on the northeastern side of the lake, where there's a lot of trees in the water. We're mixing it up, trying a range of baits. Martin's going for a worm and corn combo. So far we've found that sweet corn with Len's Sweet Burley in the spring works best. It's irresistible to carp. These carp are such a good size.
Nice one, isn't it?
Yep.
That was out pretty deep, that one. As in my line was out pretty deep. Look, it got us with the tail.
Yeah,
One
got it
each end.
twice. It's your bad unlucky day, fella.
We need a support crew to make us breakfast. Bring us over bacon and egg roll.
I reckon an egg and bacon roll would go down well right now. Okay, I've got another one. He doesn't want to come in, this one.
I've lost a couple right on the shore.
Hard to know like what the best technique. Keep the rod up, keep the rod down. I've tried both, but
Yeah.
Here we go again. Here's another one. Linda's ahead of me on the fish count. I'll need a few more than just this one. Well, you caught more than me.
Got a few.
Yeah. It's good. Pretty easy.
it's such an easy fish, isn't it? I've got sand thrown all over me, so tell me if it's got all over the lens.
You on?
Yeah, feels like it's come off. Might just check my bait though, because it's probably come off now. Oh. Actually, they just lie there, and you think, oh no, I haven't got a fish on, and then you still do. Look at that. I didn't think that was on.
That one looks alright.
They destroy your rigs.
Yeah, they go nuts when you bring them into shore.
We've got a few in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nice, it's more than me. I've got a bit of work to do then.
Len gave me this rig to use. He made up a whole lot of them just for our session. It's a Paternoster rig with 2 size 4 octopus hooks on dropper loops for extra strength. There's also a burley spring, and I've added a light sinker to it. It's a really strong rig, which is great because these carp really thrash around when you bring them in. Okay, so I'm going with the marshmallow this time with sweet corn on the other hook. This fresh corn is just great. And of course, the secret ingredient, Len's burley. It smells great. It's got like jelly crystals in it, along with a lot of other things, of course. So I'm using 2 rods. I've got my small rod for close to shore, but then I'm using my bigger rod to try and get out deeper. We've heard that people catch really big carp out in the middle of the lake, well over 80 centimetres. Wow, that would be fun to bring in.
Nice, one more for the bucket.
Got one.
I really can't get over how many fish there are in this lake. It's just constant. Martin's on, I'm on. Martin's on, I'm on. We're both on at the same time. I love it. So much fun.
Good night.
Okay, Paternoster rig, 2 hooks, sweet corn burley, off we go. And we're on.
Nice size.
Yeah.
Alright, baby, check it out. And we're on again. Off we go. Here he comes. Nice looking fish.
It's a big one.
You know, this would be a great place to bring kids and teach them to fish because it's so safe. And you know, they'll probably catch something.
So that was a ball float with fake worms, soft plastic worms.
Not moving, it's like a dead weight, so can't do that, don't they? They're just like dead.
Yeah, so some carps fight, don't they? I think some are just lazy and unfit, you know. Double header on worms.
There you go, there's just carp everywhere. We're trying to catch something that's native. But no, more carp. I keep getting sand all over my face as they fling themselves around in the sand. It's like, oh, I hope it's not on my camera lens. As soon as you put bait on your hooks, you know.
Some of these carp are so pretty.
I reckon that's my biggest one so far.
Looks a bit fatter.
Yeah, felt like the heaviest so far.
A bit deeper.
Yeah, I cast out a bit deeper with this one.
Sweet corn.
Sweet corn. $50. Not bad. It feels heavy. Oh, look at that one go.
And off we go again.
Thought I caught a kayak.
Yeah, you were getting in that direction, weren't you? Oh, that's a nice one.
Getting bigger.
We're getting bigger.
One more for the bucket.
All right, Megan's on again. She's catching heaps today.
Oh, that's a nice one. That's a good one. Look at that. Wow.
It's quite long.
It's really long. 51.
There's so many submerged trees around here. They look beautiful. And I think they attract the fish.
Got around the other side of the tree.
They do create some challenges though, because there's a lot that you can't see that's under the water, and it's pretty easy to lose rigs here. So this is my first proper lake fishing session, and I have to say it's pretty relaxing. Well, apart from the non-stop fishing action. Love it. Look at this one.
Put up a bit of a fight, that one.
Len's having a cracker session today as well. Looks like he's got a nice fish on.
He must have been out deep. It's a nice one. Oh, that's a good size, Len. You should measure that. Woohoo! Ooh, that's a good fish, Len. That is a ripper. 55, nearly 56. Just hang on a second, I want to get a photo of you with that. It's the biggest one today. Hang on, just give us a smile. Smile. Another one.
Len just keeps reeling them in. Too easy. He's got a nice bag full. There'd be a few in there.
Oh yeah. Drag her in. That's a big one. That's a big one. Very nice. 51 centimetres. That one was a fatty. Maybe it's the bright colour.
So here's our top tips after our first carp fishing session. Tip 1. Make up and take lots of spare rigs, including float rigs with you. Float rigs are great if it's not too windy. Tip 2. Take a fish baton or a fish spike. It's hard work disposing of all those fish, and it's important to minimise their suffering. Tip 3. Fish from the north or northeastern banks. We've heard that people weren't catching much on the southern side of the lake when we were there. Tip 4. Make up and use a lot of burley. Lots of yummy, sweet burley really works those carp into a frenzy. Tip 5. Take a few bait options. Make sure you include fresh or canned sweet corn, because that'll probably work, but it's always a good idea to have other options. Tip 6. Be prepared for sore arms after all of that pulling in big fish, and be prepared to have a big smile on your face afterwards. It's so much fun.
Right. We've got a long way to catch up to Linda. Linda reckons she's not competitive, and I'm telling her that is complete garbage. She is very competitive, she just doesn't show it.
This morning, Linda's caught a lot more fish than me. She's gone off to make lunch, so this is my opportunity to catch up, so I better get out there and catch some fish. So there's one on my big rod. Let's see what happens.
Bugger, came off. I reckon that was a big one. Hooks are still there.
Alright, here's another one.
Oh, this one feels a bit bigger. I wonder if it's the same one.
This one doesn't want to come in. Easy does it. Nice and steady.
No, it's not as big. Not as big.
That's a shame, it felt bigger than that.
Alright, quick pliers, knife.
I have to move fast so I can catch as many fish as I can before Linda gets back.
Get the hook out.
It's illegal to keep carp, so you got to kill them.
Sending them heaven. In the bucket. More bait. Quick, quick, quick.
What do they say? Time is of the essence. Got to get those hooks baited quick.
Just a paternoster rig. Nothing fancy. Can use a running sinker rig or float rig. The wind's going the right way. Today, catch them on anything. Just chuck it in. Quick, quick before lunch comes. Need a few more.
Need a few more to catch up to Linda.
Here we go.
And they keep coming.
Don't go over there.
You'll get caught on my other line.
Oh, that one's going off now. Let's get this in. Right, let's do it again. Here he comes. Oh yeah, nice. Woo!
Nice one, another one for the bucket. In she goes. Alright, here we go again.
Oh, he doesn't want to come in. Come on, baby.
This one knows he's heading for the bucket and doesn't want to come in.
Got him. Well done. Done, Mr. Bombast. Quick. Pliers. Hey! Pliers. Hook out. Watch the rod, watch the line. Knife. Bucket. Come on, baby. Oh! Oh, nearly lost the crown jewels. Come on.
Sweet corn.
2 hooks, barely. Paternoster rig. Chuck it in. Oh, another message on Facebook.
In the bucket.
Running out of bait.
I've also been trying a float rig.
Double header.
This is our Australian herring rig. If you want to know how to make this rig, see the link.
Double header on a bull float.
And another one on the bull float. This bull float rig's doing a good job.
Last time we did it on the bottom using a running sinker, and people say, no, you have to do it with the float. So there you go, we're doing it with the float, and that worked. Today we're not using a running sinker, we're using a Paternoster rig, and we're pulling them in like crazy. So I don't think it really matters. Maybe I'll try a running sinker in a minute.
These circle hooks are great. Look how it sits in the corner of that mouth. Beautiful.
What's going on here? Not good timing. They definitely feel bigger on these bigger rods. I suppose that's a, what do they call that? A lever. Oh yeah, come on baby. There you go. Oh, it's not that big.
Every fish counts though.
I'm not allowed back in, it's against the law. Oh, there's Linda, she's over there, can't say anything. Oh, there she comes.
Well, I've got lunch.
Got lunch?
Has anything been happening?
Nah, not really, it's pretty quiet.
Has it?
Yeah,
It's been quiet.
not much going on. I just got one now actually.
Oh, okay.
How's lunch?
Yeah, I've made it.
Great, I'm starving.
Hang on, the bucket's full.
Oh yeah, I've got one or two.
One or two? I think it's a few more than that.
Nah.
Wow, that's incredible. They must have been going
No,
off.
not really.
Well, anyway, you've caught heaps.
Got one or two while you're away.
Well, you're going to need lunch after all that.
I lost 2 hooks though.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They're pretty feisty, aren't
I
they?
reckon I've got a really big one because it just snapped it straight off.
Oh, right. So that was our first time fishing at Lake Bonny. What an amazing place. We started fishing about 6:30 and now it's about 2 o'clock. So we've had a good session down here. The weather's gone from a bit cool and windy to like sunny. So I do think the secret ingredient today was the burley. Thank you so much, Len, for your very special burley. I think that's what was calling them in because the fish were just coming one after the other. So I took some of the carp home to use in our crab nets. I also cooked up a couple in a curry sauce for dinner. It was very nice. It was very bony, but the flesh was firm and white. So we would recommend fishing for carp. It's so much fun and it's good for the environment too. Even better when you're fishing with friends. This is Fishing Sisters saying goodbye.